so you can decide what's best for you and your family. Go to getvaccineanswers.org to find out more. That's getvaccineanswers.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Pollinator gardens are a great way to attract all sorts of insects and even birds, a few of which are pollinators as well. All bees and several other insects, such as wasps, flies, moths, and butterflies, love a good selection of fresh flowers to visit. Hummingbirds, too. For that reason alone, it's worth dedicating a corner of your yard, patio, or vegetable plot to a pollinator garden. The consensus on creating pollinator gardens is to go heavy on the native plants, so you can be sure to serve up what your pollinating friends will like. Pollinators also need fresh water, so it helps to include some source of water within or near a pollinator garden. Aside from the benevolent act of providing for friendly bees, butterflies, birds, and bats, planting pollinator gardens is a great thing to do for your own food-producing plants. Most crops require pollinators, so having them attracted by pollinator gardens means they'll be around to pollinate crops when the time comes. I'm Kathy Isom, Southeast AgNet.
When it really counts, depend on The Source for the latest weather updates, keeping you ahead of the storm. 96.3 FM, 1370 AM, The Source.
Today will be mostly sunny. Should be a nice day with a high of 87 to 89, then mainly clear this evening. Low tonight 71 to 76. Friday will be a nice day with clouds and sunshine. High tomorrow 86 to 89. Clouds and sun Saturday as well with a high of 86 to 88. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Holly Holdren.
The Ocala Golf Club, one of Ocala's premier golf courses, from its pristine 18-hole course layout to its amazing pro shop. Jason Linhart and the staff at Ocala Golf offer everything that you need for your golf outing. That's the Ocala Golf Club. Experience country club style golf at municipal prices. You won't go wrong with the Ocala Golf Club. Call them for a tee time today, 352-401-6917.
This is Ocala Talks with Tom Schmidt, bringing stories that are important to our community in and around Ocala. Plus, of course, a splash of sports as well. Now, here's your host, Tom.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks, hour number 3 of the show. You know, I've heard much hype about what we're about to talk about because my lovely wife and her family are from the Chicago area. So they can't wait. There's one being built in our area as we speak. And that's why you should never, ever underestimate this restaurant or the power of social media, or cheese lovers for that matter. I've always heard about the butter burger, but today we're going to talk about the curd burger. It's making its debut. The Curder burger is making its debut. You may have heard about it. What started as an April Fool's Day prank sparked a cheese movement with emails, a petition, and now a tasty reality. But if you snooze, you're going to lose out on this. In honor of National Cheese Curd Day, the creator of the Curder Burger and Culver's Director of Menu Development, Quinn Atkins, is here with the details. Chef Quinn, good morning.
Good morning, Tom. Glad to be with you. Thank you so much for having me.
You know, we're having a Culver's built in our area as we speak, so I'm going to get to enjoy all the menu items of Culver's very soon. But the idea of the cheese curd burger, it started as an April Fool's Day joke. Explain that to me.
Yeah, so for April Fool's Day this year, we wanted to do something fun and playful and engage with our guests. So we introduced this fictional menu item, the Curder Burger, which is a burger made from a single giant fried cheese curd. And man, we were just blown away by the response that we received. And you mentioned the online petition, and our guests told us loud and clear that they would love if the Curder Burger were a real menu item. Well, you know, that got me thinking. I'm like, well, why couldn't we? So my team went to work, and we're proud to give the guests exactly what they asked for on National Cheese Curd Day this year, and we are introducing the Culver's Curder Burger for real.
Well, for those that might not know, or those that are asking that are listening right now, tell people exactly what it. This question came up the other day when we were having cheese curds at a local restaurant. My wife looked at me and goes, What exactly is a cheese curd? Tell people what, not my wife, my sister, who was with my wife and I, my sister goes, what is a cheese curd? Can you explain to people exactly what a cheese curd is?
Yeah, I'm happy to. So a cheese curd is basically a piece of fresh, unaged cheese. So when you think about cheeses like cheddar, before they're formed into blocks or wheels and then sliced, they're made up of much, much smaller pieces. And these kind of little nuggets of dairy goodness are called curds. So Culver's takes curds and we bread them in a signature blend of breadcrumbs and herbs and seasonings, and then deep fry them to these golden brown nuggets of crunchy, buttery, cheesy goodness.
Cheese curds are next to sweet tea and cheese curds. I think God invented on the 8th day to just eat and enjoy while he marveled at what he had created with the earth. Because cheese curds are, if you don't like a cheese curd, you don't like anything, because they're that good. But how did that, walk us through how that gave you the idea and how you made a curder burger using cheese curds? Because you made a cheeseburger, but without beef. It's a cheeseburger.
Yeah, so what we've really done is we've combined, and what we started with is our signature Culver's Deluxe Butterburger. So it does have one of our fresh, never frozen beef patties, although it's definitely available without the beef patty for our vegetarian guests. But our fresh, never frozen beef, and we pair that with our signature condiments, and then we top it with this golden crown of cheesy curd goodness, and then top it with a buttered bun. So we really feel like it's the perfect pairing of Culver's quality and Wisconsin dairy quality.
Well, it's not a full-time menu item, though, I'm to understand.
No, it's not. So we are very proud to introduce the Curder Burger in all of our restaurants on Friday, October 15th, in honor of National Cheese Curd Day. But every restaurant will have a very limited supply of the Curder Burgers. So we're really encouraging your listeners and our guests to visit their local Culvers as early as possible and kind of plan their day, because once they're gone, they're gone.
I would be remiss if I didn't ask you, because I will be the first to tell you, I've never been inside a Culver's in my life. I never went into a Culver's in my brief stays in the northern areas where they are. There's some Culver's here in Florida, but there's one opening in our area very soon. If I'm going in, I know this Curder Burger's great, but there's a lot of menu items at Culver's that I'm going to enjoy, starting with the Butterburger. How did the Butterburger become so famous?
It started back in 1984 in a small town in Wisconsin, Sauk City, and our co-founders, Craig and Lee Culver, with Craig's parents, George and Ruth, they opened their very first restaurant after running a number of restaurants in their past, and it really just took off from that single location, and the quality of the ingredients and the hospitality that we're known for, and treating our guests like they're part of our family. And as you well know, Tom, when you have quality, people will seek it out. And we're very, very proud of our over 800 restaurants in 25 states that are serving the same quality and the same hospitality that started back in 1984.
I know when my wife goes to visit her parents down in Northport, Florida, one of the things they do is, I believe it's in Venice is where it is, they make a special trip every time she goes down there just to go to Culver's to get something to eat, because they swear by it, and it's not even a cult following now. It's a large following with 800 restaurants, and I'm looking forward to the one that opens here. But hopefully I'll get to Orlando, or where you have a restaurant right now, and get one of these Curder Burgers, because they sound amazing. And now, give us the date again. What's the day they're added to the menu?
So we are are launching this on Friday, October 15th, in honor of National Cheese Curd Day, and we're excited to introduce the Curder Burger to all of our guests, and we're going to celebrate National Cheese Curd Day together, and I know our guests are just going to love what started out as an April Fool's prank, and we're making it a reality for them.
You know, as a chef, you got to love the ability to take a April Fool's joke and bring it all the way full circle. You have to love that as the chef for Culver's, that what started out as a prank is now actually a menu item.
It really is a great joy to kind of see the opportunity and know how to, kind of ask the right questions and figure out how to solve for, how it'll make it easy for the restaurants to execute, make sure that it meets our quality standards, that it tastes great, that it looks great. That is one of the biggest joys of what I do for our brand.
Quinn Atkins, he's the Director of Menu Development for Culver Franchising Systems, LLC. Quinn, thanks so much for dropping by and giving us this little tidbit, and hopefully everybody goes out and gets their Curder Burger on October 15th. Thanks for being here.
Tom, thank you so much. It's been a true pleasure.
We'll be back after this short timeout. You're listening to Ocala Talks, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, WOCA, The Source.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn